Alright, so thought I'd make another one of these videos going over another family or a surname, since people seem to like my other video about the Williamsons. I'll be talking today about the Wilsons, and I've got a friend here that's gonna help me out. Wilson, we're gonna talk about your family. Is that okay? I think he's okay with that. So, reason why I'm making this video is because I found Wilsons on both sides of my family. I found Wilsons from all over the place in Britain. And for a long time, I was curious about the origins of the Wilson family and why they're so spread out all over Britain and why you could find them in so many different places and what they're all about and whatnot. And the point of this video is to help answer questions about the Wilsons and also about which what kind of clan connections they have. So, I have looked through all sorts of books like this. I try to find, concrete information on the Wilsons, their origins, and a lot of times these books just don't give you a whole lot. But I have found probably the best reading that I've ever encountered on the Wilsons, and it's written by Wendell E. Wilson. I'm gonna put a link in the description below for you to read the whole thing. I'm not gonna go over this whole entire reading. It's really good. It's really in depth. I'm gonna touch bases on a couple of the different origins though. So first off, right off the bat, Wilson. It's the third most common name in all of Britain. Okay, it's just behind Smith and Brown. Like I said before, you could find Wilsons all over the place. You could find them everywhere from probably up in Orkney and Shetland down to southern England, and you could find Wilsons over in Northern Ireland. So there's not just one generalized area that you're going to find Wilsons at, okay? They're all over the place. Third most common name in Britain. So, one of my pet peeves is that people think, oh, I'm a Wilson, so I'm automatically a part of Clan Gun, right? Wrong. Wrong. Okay? That doesn't automatically make you a gun. Let me explain how they're connected to the guns. So, as I stated in the Williamson video, many of these sept names or accepted names are descended from George Gunn the Crowner and his sons. One of his sons was William Gunn, and the followers of William Gunn many times were given the name Williamson, or in this case, Wilson, the more abbreviated name of that. The Guns, as you already know, are of they were founded by Norwegian Vikings that had settled into Caithness, that very northern part of Scotland and up around Orkney. And sometimes they include Shetland into the mix too. That's still kind of debated, but that's for a different day. Um, so going back to this reading by Wendell E. Wilson, he explains the gun connections, which I already kind of talked about a little bit before. He also talks about the Wilsons being descended from a Danish prince by the name of Wolf, and that there was the name Wolfson, and it eventually became Wilfson, Wilf, or Wilson. And this was a ninth century Danish warlord prince. He was a Viking that came over. So you have that connection there, okay? And then you also have the William the Conqueror connection. Most Wilsons are based on what I'm reading here are probably descended from people that had either assisted William the Conqueror or descendants of William the Conqueror, and it was the name Wilson in tribute to him. And they had acquired land in England first, and then they had spread out into various different parts of Scotland. That's excluding the far north, okay? That's the Clan Gun connection from later on. But he also talks about the Norman Wilsons of Jerusalem Hill. And that, I think, is more. As he's talking about in this reading, it was found in the Domesday Book, William the Conqueror's census of England in 1086, indicating that people of that surname had come to Britain with William the Conqueror in 1066, which definitely seems quite plausible, and it's a fact that that's how they came about. But the one thing that I don't really agree with him on in this reading is the Clan O'Neill. He claims that there's a Clan O'Neill connection with the Wilsons. I'm not buying that because I've read a lot about the O'Neill clan up in Northern Ireland, and I've never once read about the Wilsons being connected to the O'Neills at all. However, I do know that many Wilsons were sent over to Northern Ireland or had moved to Ulster in the 1700s during the Ulster plantations, and many of them had left from there and went to the American colonies, and that's where they settled. Some of them just stayed in Ulster and never went back over to Britain again. So I'm not really buying the whole O'Neill connection that he's talking about in this reading. Also, there is another clan that claims that the Wilsons are part of their clan, and that's Clan Innes. Innes. Not to be confused with Clan McInnes, which is a much older clan. But Clan Innes, their clan lands are out in Aberdeen, the Aberdeenshire region in eastern Scotland, and they were founded by Normans, I think, 100 years before Clan Gun was an official clan, sometime in the 13th century, early 13th century, I believe. But, like I was saying before, people just automatically go with Clan Gun. You can do what you want with the clan. If you want to go with Clan Gun, fine. If you want to go with Clan Innes, fine. But, there is more than one clan that claims the Wilsons as an accepted name of their clan. So, like I said in the video before, do some research on your family history, okay? Let's get some baseline research done before you choose a clan. If your Wilsons are a part, or if they were from up in Caithness, Sutherland, Orkney, obviously that's a Clan Gun connection. If they're from out in Aberdeenshire, out in eastern part of Scotland, then that's probably more in line with Clan Innes. And if you can't pinpoint, if you can't trace them back real far, well, then just pick a clan. But there were cases that guns had changed their names from Gun to Wilson. I think at one point in time there was, it was sort of like with the McGregors. They had changed their names so they didn't get a bad rep. Obviously, the McGregors had a much more severe consequence back in the proscription days, where you could just be killed for being a McGregor back in the 1700s. But I think that the Guns had done that at one time. There were many Guns that had changed their names to Wilson because they were, like many of these Northern Highland clans or Highland Highland families in general, they were involved with cattle thievery and pillaging, murder, thievery of all kinds. So I would say just do as much research as you can with your Wilson line because you might be surprised as to what exactly you find. Anyways, hope this video was helpful. And if you want me to talk about a different family, let me know. And see you next time. Bye.